WIPO, or World Intellectual Property Organization, was established by the WIPO Convention in 1967. The WIPO is a specialized agency of the United Nations. It promotes the protection of the intellectual property throughout the whole world. Its headquarters are in Geneva, Switzerland. Intellectual property law in Philippines. There are many big and small intellectual property law firms worldwide, like in India, USA, UK, Chicago, and etc., providing qualitative help to inventors and creators of products. In Philippines, intellectual property rights are safely protected and controlled by well-established statutory and judicial framework. Apart from that, there are many attorneys and law firms of intellectual property in Philippines in various states.
What is intellectual property? Intellectual property is a property that arises from the human intellect. It is a product of human creation. Intellectual property comprises two distinct forms. Number one, literary and artistic works. Second, industrial property. Literary and artistic works. There are books, paintings, musical compositions, plays, movies, radio or TV programs, performances, and other artistic works. How are they protected? They are protected by copyright. Industrial property. Industrial property describes physical matter that is the product of an idea or concept for commercial purposes. How are they protected? By patented objects, by trademarks, by industrial designs, by trade secrets, by layout designs, by geographical indications. There are major types of intellectual property. Number one, functional and technical inventions. Second, purely artistic works. And lastly, a symbol, logo, word, sound, color, design, and etc. Under functional and technical inventions, there are Patents Act 1970, amended in 1999 and 2005. In purely artistic works, they have Copyright Act 1957, amended in 1982, 1984, 1992, 1994, and 1999. In symbol, logo, word, sound, color, design, etc., they have Trademark Act in 1999, amended in 1994, 1996, and 2000.
Patents. Patents is covered under the act called the Patents Act of 1970, and it is amended by the Patents Act of 2005. It extends to the whole of the Philippines. It shall come into force on such date as the central government may publish, by notification in the official gazette. A patent describes an invention for which the inventor claims the exclusive right. An invention is patentable if it is new or novel, it is useful, it is not obvious, and if it pertains to a patentable subject matter. Patentable subject matter. The invention should relate to a process or product or both. It should involve an inventive step. It should be capable of industrial application. And lastly, it should be a machine. The life and duration of a patent. Term of the patent is 20 years from the date of filing for all types of inventions. Priority date is the first to file the patent. The date of patent is the date of filing the application for the patent. The term of the patent is counted from this date. Fees for filing a patent. The government fee for filing a patent here in the Philippines is $90.90, with a standard professional fee of $400. No fee shall be collected for the first and second years of the filing of patent. Renewal fee is collected on a yearly basis, and it is required to be paid for third to the 20th year of patent for keeping the patent in force.
Trademark: a symbol, logo, word, sound, color, design, or other device that is used to identify a business or a product in commerce. Different symbols are TM, intent to use application filed for products. SM, intent to use application filed for services. R, registered trademark. Registration procedure: applications for search, applications for registration, examination of trademark, advertisement of trademark, filing of opposition, certificate issues. Duration and fees of trademark. Trademark is valid for 10 years from the date of application, which may be renewed for further period of 10 years on payment of prescribed fees. Service mark rights are reserved exclusively for owners for 17 years, and it can be also renewed. They have government fees for each class of goods or services. Applicability of trademark. A trademark is a sign used on or a connection with the marketing of goods or services. Use on the good means that it may appear not only on the goods themselves but on the container or wrapper with which the goods are when they are sold. A. Set apart from surrounding text. Correct use. Raymond, Texas is an Indian leading producer of worsted suiting fabric with an over 60% market share. Incorrect use. Raymond, Texas is Indian's leading producer of worsted suiting fabric with over 60% market share. B. Specific font, size, proportion, and placement. C. Do not change spelling. Correct use. Calvin Klein. Tommy Hilfiger. MPC Potteries Gwalior. Incorrect use. Calvin Klein. Tommy Hilfiger. MPC PG. The trademarks have names, logotype, symbol, slogans, shape, and colors.
Copyright. The Philippine Copyright Act 1957 governs the system of copyrights in the Philippines, amended in 1982, 1984, 1992, 1994, and 1999, meaning it is a right which grants protection to the unique expression of ideas. The term original in the copyright law means that the work originated with the author. There is no requirements for novelty or uniqueness as there is in patent law. Copyright laws protects the expression of an idea, not the idea itself. What is covered by copyright? Literary, films, dramatic, musical, artistic, sound recording. What is not covered by copyright? Ideas, facts, recipe, works lacking originality, example, the phone book, names, titles, or short phrases. Registration procedure. Register a copyright by completing a simple application form along with the appropriate fee. Need not send a copy of your work. It may appear with the same title, but if each work has been created independently, each will have its own copyright protection. Duration of copyright. Copyright lasts for the author's lifetime plus 50 years from the end of the calendar year in which the author dies. Second, 50 years for films and sound recordings. Third, 25 years for typographical arrangements of a public edition. Fourth, copyright protection always expires on December 31 of the last calendar year of the protection. What is fair use? Gives permission to use copyrighted materials if certain criteria are met. Protect freedom of speech, and promote public benefits like education. Beware the fair use excuse. Never assume that your use falls under the fair use exception. Saving money is not sufficient excuse, or laziness can be a trap. How much can I use? Photos and images, up to 5 works from one author, up to 10% of 15 works, whichever is less from a collection, or database information up to 10% or 2,500 fields or cell entries, whichever is less.